Oh no, Onana, he has had an absolute shocker.
It's taken 79 minutes, Anthony the man to score it. Anthony a long way out from goal, the finish was quite neat. Manchester United now, with 10 minutes to go, they lead by a goal to nil. Hamdouni on his right foot against Onana and sends him the wrong way. They are back level in this game and they are fighting for survival at Old Trafford. Manchester United won, Burnley won.
Yeah, obviously big talking points today. Manchester United fluffed their lines again this season. You can have your say on that. 03 717 22 33 44. Sheffield United got relegated and Salah and Klopp had a Barney on the sideline. Let's go to Luke, who's a United fan. All right, Luke? Good evening, Luke.
Okay?
Yeah, Luke, you've been to the game. What did you make of it with Ten Hag and decisions and just the performance?
It's getting to... United fans have backed Ten Hag all year. Like, even when it's been going really, really bad. Same with the bad results last year, the 7-0 at Liverpool. But now we're just running out of excuses for him. We've had the injuries the injuries we've rid on all year. It's because of the injuries, the decisions against us, the bad luck. Mm-hmm. At this point now, the tide is turning. Really, after the Coventry game was the big one where a lot of people flipped. But again today, it's just like, what? We're not seeing anything at all to hold on to. And it's like, it's not that we're backing Ten Hag. We just don't want to do it again with another manager. We're just like, can we really let these players off again? Get someone new in, have a good season again, think it's all going well, then we're back to square one. So myself, I don't know whether I'm Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out. I don't even know anymore, to be honest.
But
yeah.
the problem, Luke, is if you got rid of him at the end of the season, at least it gives a new manager a chance to not try and build a little bit of a new squad. If you keep him and it's 10 games in and you're struggling again, then a manager's going to have to play these players again and not have his own squad of players. That's the problem if you just keep him.
Of course, yeah, but the issue we've got is we've got no evidence that a new manager will be better, as this is the same with every manager. From Mourinho to Moyes to Ole to Rangnick, it's exactly the same. We start off well, loads of promise, and it ends up like this. So we've got no evidence to go, actually, should we get a world-class manager? And we've tried that with Van Gaal and Mourinho, ended up like this. Should we get a fan favourite in? We've tried that with Ole, ended up like this. Should we get like a new up-and-coming tactician? Yeah. We've tried that with Ten Hag, ended up like this. Where do we go next? Which one?
But do you watch
the next manager? Have you got an answer?
But do you watch Manchester United and look at a team that's being coached by a tactician? I don't.
No, but for the last 10 years, I've watched United, and this is the same. Which manager over the last 10 years did we play with good tactics? Which one? Was it Ole? When everyone said it's moments FC? Was it Mourinho? Which one? Was it David Moyes? So every manager who's come in, it's exactly the same. We've ended up here. We might get an odd, second-rate trophy. We'll qualify for top 4, bit of promise, and then we end up sacking
See,
him.
for me though, Luke, it's like you watch Manchester United over the last few years, and teams just come there and have a right good go. We used to go to Old Trafford, and you're like, oh, if you get a couple of shots, do you know what I mean? Like, try and keep it tight.
3-0 was a good scoreline.
Burnley are there flying forward, and it's like that respect that Old Trafford's gone.
Again.
Do you know what I mean?
We was lucky against Sheffield United. The last 6 games, we've lost the game or drew the game in the last 10 minutes. It's been silly. Burnley were passing it around us, and this is the thing. We can excuse the results potential because of injuries. We can't excuse the performances because of that. Do you know what I mean? We can't have that team should not be letting Burnley pass it around you.
No.
Regardless of how many injuries, we get all that, and you're not gonna. We could have missed out on top 4 because we've had 65 injuries all year, right? And you could go, okay, we see, but there's nothing to hold on to. And if people go, what about Arteta at Arsenal? He finished 8th twice. They had something to hold on to in that time. We've got nothing at the minute.
Who would you like to see become the manager?
Well, that's the question. Liverpool have had to get Arne Slot. And Liverpool are above us in the ranking of getting ex-manager, and they've had to get some other guy. They've got a B-Tech Ten Hag in who's won 1 Eredivisie. Ten Hag won 3. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. But for me, if Ten Hag was to leave today, I would personally want Tuchel in. I think, and that's not even like, oh, really? There's no one out there, is it? Who would you recommend? We don't want Southgate.
Why not Southgate? Why not?
Because based on what?
Based on the fact that he's been the England manager for a long time, he's changed the fortunes of England as a nation in terms of this squad of players love playing for England now. They turn up. He's made it a club feel.
Yep.
You know, they enjoy it. It's a team. He's good with young players. He's developed these young players into star players for England, and he's got the opportunity to win the Euros in the summer. If he wins the Euros in the summer, he's going to be one of the most sought-after managers in the world, isn't he?
That's if.
Yeah, if.
So we're
even without the if, still done a great job.
Great. We've got the best crop of England players in my lifetime, even better than the 2002 to 2004.
Have we?
World-class players.
Have we?
Do you not reckon?
Well, we had a great... Well, the Ashley Coles and the Frank Lampards and Gerrards and Scholes, that was an unbelievable side. That didn't win anything. You know, Alan Shearer's and Gary Lineker's, Gaza. Like, we've had great sides.
Yeah, now Foden's on the bench. Do you know what I mean?
Luke, can I go back to Manchester United? Ask you one question, please.
Let's go on.
So we've got some stats here. So Onana passed the ball to Højlund 4 times, Dalot to Højlund 3 times, Fernandes to Højlund 2 times, Maguire and Eriksen to Højlund once. Why the Manchester United players don't seem to want to pass the ball to him? Whenever Garnacho gets through, Anthony gets through, they don't cross the ball to him.
Yeah, and honestly, we all say the same thing. We like Højlund. We can see he's clearly not getting the service whatsoever. You know, a lot of them players are overrated. I tell you this, Gabby, this is what we want. Most United fans would rather get rid of 10 players than sack Ten Hag. That's where we're at.
You're fed up with the players. It's not as easy as that, is it? The contracts are on.
It's not.
That's the problem,
Rashford,
mate.
We would 90% of United fans want Rashford gone. Yeah, and a lot of these players have been around for so long, stinking the place out. Rashford getting 7 goals a year on average, getting $300,000 a year contract.
I hear
you, mate.
You know what I mean? He's not that good. He's hyped up so much, and he's protected by them. People go.
On his day, though, Luke. Come on, on his day. Come on, maybe not this season, but previous seasons he's been that guy, hasn't he? But this season something's wrong.
A world-class player on his days every day, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. And someone who's on $350,000 a week.
Jamie was it?
I never claimed to be a top player, though, Gabs. Only in my head, that was.
I had to throw that in before you did.
Yeah. Luke, top man, mate. I really appreciate your call. Great call.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.